Okay, let's start this, shall we? So, at first, when I began my journey, I was maybe on not my lowest point, but I was pretty low on my scale of physical and mental and let's say astral. Astral would be like the ethereal point in your life. So before starting this channel, I was pretty much lower than an average guy. I had no cardio, not at all. Like my cardio was so bad that even my sexual life was at risk at that moment. I couldn't even keep having like long period of sexual course, let's say sexual sessions with my girlfriend just because I was out of breath. I was out of cardio. I wasn't doing cardio at all anymore. I was getting so comfortable that my sexual life wasn't even at its peak anymore. Also, my shape. I was losing the shape that I've built with so much effort and time, the body that I've built with time. Because before doing that self-improvement, before my journey, I had to go through a lot of depression in my life. Not that I was in depression, but I was going down the scales like downhill. Like if I was doing snowboard, I was doing downhill. I wasn't even doing slalom. I was going straight down in my life. And I knew I was going there. But still, I was keeping that lazing spot of mine. And you know, like that feeling when you know you're going downhill, but you don't feel the anxiety of going there. You're like so out of solution. You're so out of your solution that you're going there and there's no possibility of you going up. But you keep seeking. So I was watching video of self-improvement. I was seeking solution. I was seeking for another job because I just lost my job. I didn't lose my job. I quit it. I've quit my job just because I didn't feel like it anymore. I was done doing that 9 to 5. I was done of my colleague around me. I was done about it. Those weren't my people. Those weren't my sector of life. I wasn't made to do that. So just because I was so done, I've let myself go straight downhill. No money, no ways to eat good food, doing no cardio. And even I was not doing cardio, I've already bought that punching bag. I installed it for at least 2 months. It was there and doing nothing, never get a hit on it. I never even give it a little hit on it. I have the glove. I know how to hit. I'm a martial artist. I did karate for like 8 years and never even did a little hit on that things. Let's just say that at that point in my life, I wasn't a man anymore. I was not looking like a twig. I was looking like a potato. I was a mashed potato. I was on the ground and you could have let me there if I wouldn't have done something, I would have died there. I was nothing anymore. And then it hit me like a train. Like I don't know what happened, but sometime in life things needs to be at the lowest point so you can snap out of it and realize what you have to do. And what was it? I've realized that the solution was in front of me all at the beginning, but not on the first mask of it. Let's just say that everybody have multiple masks. You have the first mask that is your character, the one that you want to show everybody, the you let's just say that when you get into place, that first mask, bang, is there. And then there's a second one just behind it. This is the proximity mask around you. Like, your parents might see this mask, your girlfriend might see it, but I'm not telling they will see it. They might see it. It depends how much social anxiety you have. So this is like close friend, parents, family, the people really close around you, like the closest circle. You can describe those masks like the circle around you. But this is what you show to people. And then there's this behind mask, we'll call it the third mask, but that's more like your real face. This is the real face that you have. This is your deep secret. This is inside you. This is the part that you won't show nobody in your life. And the more you have in this little circle, in this true face, the worse your social anxiety will get. So the more secret you have, the worse you'll get in your life. So the more you can show about your true self, your authenticity, the better you'll feel. But then, why are you telling me that? There's not really point on this video about it, but it's more to tell you that since I've begun this channel, since I've begun this self-improvement, since I've decided to build my own empire, I never felt better in my life. So today you can make a choice. If you see this video, you'll have a choice to make. It's whether, and I won't give you only two choices. The first one is not even in my hand. It's in yours. Is you keep doing what you're doing at the moment. The choice is yours. The first one will be you keeping your life the way it is. Because of course, you might like your life. And I'm not the one who's supposed to choose that. The second one will be to join my empire. The Golden Scale Empire. And if you watch my previous video, I want people to live by their own means. I want people to not have the anxiety of making money and have to depend on the society to live. I want the off-grid set. I want to achieve that. The last choice, the third one. The third choice will be, I won't give you permission. You'll have to take it. Do your own empire. Build your own empire. Maybe you're made for this. And if you're made for this, come talk with me. I have plenty of advice to build an empire. I've learned so much of it. But now, you have the three choice. There's one in your hand. And the first one is doing what the fuck you want. You get it? You do what the fuck you want. Then I give you, like in the Matrix, two pills. The blue one is to follow. The blue one is the pill to follow into my dream of getting the people outside of society and learn how to be off the matrix but still in it at the same point, so they don't have to rely on it. The third one is the red pill, to do it your own way. This will be to build your own empire. If you're a leader, this one is for you. So then, let's get to the video. So today, I've planned something about martial art. And this bad boy over here is 200 pounds. It's not supposed to move easily when you hit it. But let's just say that everybody had the strength to hit something really hard. But they just didn't learn the little tips, secret that martial art keep for themselves. So let's say that you did martial art and you did it for less than 1 year. You've been there for 2 months. They have told you the basic. They've told you to breathe with your nose. They told you to heat your body before even doing anything. They train you. They train your core, they train your leg, they train your arm, and then you do like stretching. You need to stretch so you can be flexible to hit it. But this is the basic. If you want to do martial art, if you want to do combat, it's really important that your body is hot to do everything. So I would recommend running for like 30 minutes before, or doing like jumping jack and whatever. Heat your body. Then don't stretch it yet, because if you stretch it right now, stop your training. That's it. Don't do it. You're not doing gymnastic, you're doing martial art. So the quantity of shock that you give on your body when you're hitting someone, when you're hitting the right way, could rip your muscle off. Like, you can hurt yourself really bad. So heat the body, and after you've done your training in combat, now stretch yourself and go to sleep or take protein and do whatever you need to do. But your training stop when you start stretching. That's what I recommend. Some other trainer will recommend other things, but that's what I've learned with time. So the first tip that I would give you is the air expulsion when you hit something. Like, most of the time you'll hear somebody like when it hits. Okay. This is a way to breathe constantly without exhausting yourself when you're hitting. So naturally, when you hit and expire, like empty your lungs, you'll naturally breathe in right after it, just so your body is constantly oxygenated. So less muscle cramp because you have enough oxygen, and better cardio at the end. So you're adapting your body while hitting. You see how, and it's more aesthetic, it's more intimidating. So when you're battling someone and they hear you just expiring like that, they're like, oh shit, you know what he's doing. So it's more dangerous and more intimidating. So you're more a big presence on that person when you know how to breathe like more constantly. The second one, I will call it intensity. When you hit, you don't want to put strength in your hit. You want to put intensity in it. When I hit, I want that hit to shock the opponent. I want it to shock the opponent. So, you see how more powerful it is? If I just put strength in it, maybe the punching bag is moving more further, but there's not this wow aspect in it. And I've received many hits. Like, normally when I do the training, I don't wear my glasses, but the glasses is because I can see far. Doesn't mean I cannot see in battle. So I just wear them because I want to look at the camera, I want to look at you. Anyway, the thing is, the intensity that you will put in your movement means speed plus impact. So you're trying to put the most speed that you can at first. When you start your hit, you're trying to put all your body to speed up your arms and hit. And then the intensity is when you get close to the punching bag, you're turning all your body to put all that intensity, all that power inside this thing. So when you hit something, you're trying to make your arm go through. You want to go through the punching bag. You don't want to go like stop the movement. So the thing is, you hit it, then when you realize that the impact is there, you go back. So it's really the intensity of movement, and you want the wow aspect of it. So even if you can do this little trick, you can be so close to the opponent, like I could be there and hit it, and it will still hurt him. So that's the concept of hitting something. You want the intensity at the top of it. No strength. The strength start at the beginning to accelerate at the maximum your fist. The second one that I would recommend is where you look. Like I said, I don't need my glasses when I'm fighting somebody, just because I'm not looking him in the eyes. I'm not looking into his soul. I'm looking at him. I've heard in the boxing ring, they call it the square. It's like a square around you, a box. You're building a box around you of your awareness. You stop, like when you're facing an opponent, you stop looking everywhere. You're looking in the box, in a small box around you, and whether the opponent is far from you or not, this box should be the size of it. That's the only spot of awareness you have. And that could help you if you have multiple opponents to create that box. Because when I'm building this box around me, when I'm building this bubble, I'm aware of everything on the 180 aspect of me. So if I'm turning my head like this, I'm still seeing in 180. I have like the 180 perspective, the peripheric vision. You're trying to stimulate this aspect of yourself. So when you fight, you can see his foot to the top of his head moving. So every little small details that's telling you that he's gonna hit, you'll see the fist starting to prepare itself to hit yourself. You could hit his fist, you could hit him in the face just even before he started to move. And then pow! The combat is done. He didn't see it coming, because the fraction of second he was preparing to hit you, he was thinking about how he could prepare himself to hit you and where will it hit it, what's the angle of it. His brain is at this tiny little moment, he's preparing himself to do the movement so you cannot block it or whatever, so he can hit you. So the fact that you are ready to be intense in your movement, you don't even have to think about how you're gonna hit. You're just thinking like on survival instinct. You're already prepared how to react. And that's why it's important to have a practice punching bag or just basic movement training, and to do it constantly. The more, like, it could be simple as I hit, I hit, I hit, I hit. I'm just hitting the same way. But just by doing this, it becomes muscle memory. So you could train on your punching bag without even the gloves and just train to block. I block. Block, I block, I block, just, or with your hand, I block, out of the way, and could be simple as that. But training those movements with intensity won't give enough time to your opponent to attack or to achieve a complete movement in their striking. So intensity and constant practice of the basic. Just to know how to hit the head of someone is enough to kill him. But just to know how to block a hit, just to know how to do this bubble, this box around you, is enough to not even attack your opponent and make him so tired that if he hits you, won't do nothing. He won't be able, because he's too tired. because you see all those hits coming even before they are coming towards you. So he will hit me and I'll be like, oh, I blocked, oh, I dodged it. And it's important that you keep your hands open when you're fighting, like, let's say in a street basis. You don't have gloves. It's logical, right? In a ring you'll have glove and you won't have glove like this. But you keep your hands open, not close, or else you'll just hit his arm. Like, let's say that my fist compared to my hand, I have a lot more of grabbing meter on my hands. So if you're about to hit someone, you close your hand at the last time, so you don't give him like the little tips that you're going to hit him. So if I'm going to hit you, I'll close my fist at the last time. I could have my hands open and bam! My fist is closed at the last second. And the intensity, what it does, it creates this impact at the end. Ah! So you're putting all your body, you're pushing all your body at the beginning to throw your punch, to give it the best acceleration that you can. So I'm bending my knee and pow! I'm giving the best that I got just to make it fast, so I can surprise him. So I knock him out right away. Pow! Nothing he can do. And the blocks goes the same way. So that's the video about intensity, about the basic of giving an attack, about like every combat. This is the best goddamn thing that you can use in combat, is your bubble and intensity. If you can use those, even grabbing someone will throw him super hard away. If I grab you and throw you right away, no time to think. You don't have to think your movement, you gotta do it. Like, snap, you want to do it fast, you want to do it not strong, you want to do it intense ways. You want to, pow! That's what we're seeking. So, the pow aspect is the intensity. It's the end result and the going back, I'm out of here. So intense all the way. No sloppy movement. We don't want that. We want the intense part of it. So other than that, I suggest you to practice this little aspect of combat. And I hope you're having a nice day. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.